So tracking your success. I think this is so important for nonprofits, and we have a tool called YouTube Insight. It's something that you can access from your My Account page on YouTube. So this allows you to monitor the performance of your videos over time. It'll actually show you, how your video is doing and how good it's doing in relation to other videos on the site. Free demographic analysis. So you can find out the age, the region, and the gender of the people who are watching your videos. I used to work in a nonprofit, and our target age range was 18 to 24. And when we looked at YouTube Insight, we realized, hey, it's all 50-year-olds watching our videos. That's a problem, so you want to go back and try to address that. And then I talked about the call to action overlay. You can track the number of clicks on your call to action overlay, track the CTR, the click-through rate, so that you can see if that's actually an effective tool for you. And again, maybe you want to change up the messaging or direct to a different site. And then you can chart the exact point when people click away from your video. Now, this is kind of hard because obviously, if they're all clicking away on a certain person or at a certain time, that can be a brutal message, but it's an important message about maintaining viewership. So that's called YouTube Insight. Video annotations. So you saw an example of the video annotation in the Billion for a Billion video. You can add video annotations to any video, and they can show up. They're kind of like VH1's pop-up video a little bit. So you can make them invisible, so you can just circle things invisibly, or you can actually have like a comment that pops up at any time in any place during the video. For nonprofits, these annotations have the ability to externally link to another site, just like the overlay. The benefit of these is that they show up on embedded videos, which the call to action overlay does not, and you have much more flexibility in terms of when the annotation shows up. So you could say, if you want to donate and then make the person point, you can stick the annotation right there so they're actually pointing to the annotation and have people click through. To add an annotation, again, it's really easy. You go to My Video, My Account, click Edit Video, and then look for the Annotations tab. The second thing I want to talk about is leveraging constituent-created content, which is something that David touched on, but we have a couple of tools at YouTube that make it easier and give you an incentive to actually kind of let go of those reins a little bit and have the citizens on the site who are creating great video create video for your nonprofit. So we launched YouTube Video Volunteers in June, and the goal, and I think this is actually similar to Lights, Camera, Help, is to connect citizens with video skills and who want to do good with nonprofits who need their help making video. So raise your hand if you've ever worried about having the resources or the money to create a good video. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I think that's a common thing for nonprofits. They want to do this, they want to make video, but let's face it, you may not have the skills or somebody on staff with the skills to do this. So what we're doing, we're spotlighting a different issue each month. This month it's Hunger in America in honor of Thanksgiving. Next month it's going to be human rights for International Human Rights Day. So we're trying to make them relevant. And then we ask our user community to submit videos for a nonprofit working on this issue. And the top 3 videos are featured on the YouTube homepage at the end of the month. So there's a nice incentive in there for the nonprofit. You get a lot of visibility, and one of the stipulations is that the user must contact nonprofit so that you're not having a video on the YouTube homepage that is completely against your branding, that says something that you just reject. So we actually go through and we contact the nonprofit as well to make sure that that link has been made. And it's great for the volunteer, because if I'm an aspiring filmmaker, I'm a junior creative at an agency, I now have an incentive to actually make a video for a nonprofit that is good. Not just, hi, my name is Seth, and I'm sitting in my dorm room and I really like Feeding America, because let's face it, we can all do that. but something good. So here's an example. Last month we did animal welfare. We had over 100 videos submitted for different animal welfare organizations that opted into the program. And I think this program is huge for small nonprofits. Those local animal shelters, those local food banks that just need more visibility. And so the Lost Our Home Pet Foundation was one of the winning videos. Has anyone ever heard of the Lost Our Home Pet? Okay, well, we got one. I hadn't either, and they're relatively small. You know, they take in animals, and they got 400,000 views and close to 1,500 comments on their video. I think before that, you know, they had maybe had 1,000 views on their channel as a whole. So this was a huge opportunity for them. And all organizations used call to action overlay or annotations. That's another stipulation. We want you to use these features so you're getting this exposure and you're driving traffic back to your site. Before I move on to the way to stay in contact with us, I do want to mention a new product that we just rolled out. It's called YouTube Direct. We actually launched it yesterday, which is why I don't have a slide about it. Basically, it allows you to create a YouTube uploading platform on your own website, so that you can ask, you know, I want my users to submit videos about climate change, and so folks can submit, and they'll wind up on your YouTube channel. And there's a back-end administration panel as well, where you can approve or reject the submissions before they go on the channel.
Is that for anybody or just for nonprofits?
That's for anyone. So one thing I will note about it is that it's not quite plug and play. So it's not just you embed this thing on your site. It is going to require some tech/dev help to take advantage of the YouTube API. But I get these requests all the time from people. We want user-generated video. We want a way to submit it, but we want an easy way to know that the stuff that's showing up on our channel fits our message. So this is a great opportunity for that. So you can go to youtube.com/direct, and you can find out more information about it. I believe there's a link to the dev site there as well, where if you have a developer or a techie person who can build this out for you, that's where you want to send them so they can find out more. And there's a form that you can fill out if you're interested in taking advantage of this. So that is what I have. These are a couple ways you can stay in contact with us. We blog about trends in news, politics, and nonprofits at citizentube.com. I gave you my personal Twitter, but this is our team's Twitter. And you can subscribe to the YouTube nonprofit newsletter at youtube.com/nonprofits. That way you can be the first to know when we roll out new products specifically for nonprofits, or just nonprofits, products that we think nonprofits should be taking advantage of. Thanks.